Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lauren.
This week, we're throwing it back to one of our episodes, originally aired in March.
So I watched where is Wendy Williams? Wowee.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
It was very hard to watch. Listen, it's sad.
It is sad.
It's very sad. I think that she was definitely taken advantage of. I think it started when her husband started cheating on her, and she just kind of broke down, and he was trying to, he was running her career. He was making sure that she got to this. He was in charge of her career.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement, though, that she's an alcoholic.
Well, she's definitely.
And has been for a long time.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely, she admits she did a lot of cocaine when she was on the radio. She used to do a lot of cocaine.
I mean, that's what they did back.
So don't we think that this might have something to do with her husband leaving her?
Well, I think this is what happened.
You think he was a saint? You think he wasn't drinking and doing drugs? You think she was doing it by herself?
Yeah, no.
I mean, come on.
I think this,
He addressed that, though.
Right. I think it was.
Who's going to address it?
Right.
Who's going to be there addressing it? Her son? No.
No.
Her? She's not in the mindset to address it.
No.
There's nobody there. He's not going to address it.
No. I think what happened was it was a culmination of things. The husband has said they should have gotten divorced 10 years ago. That it's been going on, that they're not good for a long time. So I think the stress of that, her health issues,
Graves' disease,
emphysema, yep. And then I think that what happened.
Doing a show every single day for how many years? 14 years?
14 years.
And that's just a TV show. All the years that she was on the radio?
Radio, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
she's been working her ass off
for a long time. And then I think what happened was she got, she had that thing where she passed out, and the network was just kind of like, fuck this. And her mom died. And I think it was a combination of her physical ailments, her mental states, her dementia, the drinking. And I think she had just like a small psychotic break onto all that. I mean, she just...
And the sad, she wasn't surrounded by the right people.
No, because then all of a sudden, they talk about it on the documentary. After she passed out on the show, it was just like, boom, boom, boom. Like, her career was gone. Her kid moved to Florida. She wasn't married anymore. All her people and management, everybody was gone.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I think she just started to drink a lot, and she just spiraled down. And then they say what happened is her family had her come to Florida to try and
help
her. And there's video that I've seen of her while she was in Florida, and she was doing much better.
Absolutely.
Speaking cognizantly and functioning. And then when they swooped in, and Wells Fargo swooped in and said, because her son had a very expensive
credit card bill.
And he had a very expensive apartment.
Right.
But the mother was staying there.
Right.
But he had that apartment before she came. It wasn't like,
right.
They spend a lot of money. And all of a sudden the bank was like,
yeah, so why does the bank have the right to do that?
That's what I don't understand. When I watched this documentary, that is what blew me away, is that she had to leave Florida to go back to New York because of Wells Fargo taking her to court to get a conservatorship for her.
Yes.
Right. Her finances.
But I think what
I have notes.
Oh, good.
She had the episode on air.
Right.
Then
she fell asleep in Louis Vuitton.
And then she started drinking.
Right.
She went to Florida, and then I believe while in Florida, she then had the diagnosis of the frontal lobe dementia, and that's when the bank was like,
wait,
exactly.
You think that's when the diagnosis came?
Yeah. That's in the last episode.
I think that's the last episode.
Right.
Okay. So,
yes.
So I think that's the last episode.
So I think that's
notes.
Okay.
So,
okay, let's hear this.
Wells Fargo filed the guardianship.
Right.
And we find that out in the last episode. But in the meantime, the family had her down there and she was doing well. She looked healthy. Listen, and some of those shoots in the documentary, her legs looked like
so skinny.
Oh,
it's like ridiculous.
So skinny.
Well, you see, there's times when there's no food in the fridge and it's just ridiculous. But the woman who was given her conservatorship is under investigation. Did you say anything about that?
No, but so in the last episode, we don't see, what was her name?
Well, they never say her name.
No, I did find out.
No, the publicist.
Oh,
You know her name.
Sean.
Yes.
Zanotti. Sean Zanotti, because Wendy calls her Zanotti sometimes.
And then the manager was
Bill.
She's not in the last episode at all.
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah.
So what's the reason?
It's because,
Well, she was fired.
By whom? Will?
Or maybe the conservator.
Maybe the concern.
Because
We never know we never find out who the guardian is.
no, they never mentioned the name, but Lori found out.
I found out. This is the woman on the.
That's her picture. What?
On that I have a
Do
picture.
you know her name?
No, but I'll get it for you.
Okay. So she was fired and she's being sued by another client. Sean Zanotti. Yes. And Will was fired.
Will was fired?
Yeah, because Will all he did was sell her a necklace. He was a fucking jeweler. Stupid.
Wait, what? Will, her manager?
Yeah.
Did we find that out in episode 4?
I found that.
She found that out.
No, I didn't watch the 4th episode. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy town. But the woman who is in charge of her conservatorship is also under investigation from other people that she is a conservator for.
So
for misappropriation.
Emily's not gotten guardianship over her.
Because they don't have the money to get an attorney. That's probably what it comes down to.
Because her sister is a housewife.
I know. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense.
And her sister avoided being part of the whole thing until the end. And she was like, at the end, she was like, all right, I'll do this.
But even her niece is involved. I mean, her nephew, her son.
They're Asbury Park. Like,
Right.
we're a hop, skip, and a jump
Yeah.
away. Like, these are real fucking people.
Yeah.
And
These are dated people in the business.
No.
Like,
Also, I saw
Brother, like, why can't her brother jump in? Like,
Yeah.
felt like her brother. I felt like her brother might have. In the whole documentary, I feel like her brother. At first, he was hesitant to say like she's got a problem.
I think he has a drinking problem.
Listen, exactly. That's what because even the father at the one dinner was like, "You're drinking." You know, I felt the same.
It's just sad. I mean, the bottom line is it's sad because she honestly, she's a Jersey girl.
Yep.
She's a Jersey girl.
Yep.
And she made it.
Yep.
And now they're just tearing her down.
Yep.
And it shouldn't be that way.
And her son, like, I never got any vibe from her son that he was like taking advantage at any part. Like,
No, I didn't either.
like, and he says, like, I just want the family.
Right, to take care of the family business.
He's not saying me.
Right.
He's saying the family.
Family. Right. I seriously could not believe that a bank has that much overreach.
Yeah, they do.
Because that's what I think. That's overreach.
Yeah, and I
The courts
and
allowed it.
right, and I've read things that it's a lot more common than you think.
Well, good thing we don't have no fucking money.
That's right.
Because we don't have to worry about that.
Now, also, this guardian tried to stop the filming of this documentary, of it airing.
So a lot of people tried to stop it, though.
Prior to the release of the documentary, a legal guardian attempted to block the project from airing, a move that was denied in court.
Who's paying the legal guardian? Is Wendy paying?
Oh, yeah.
Well, she must be.
Of course.
Well, effed up is that.
So literally, that's a
We need to know that.
That's exactly the thing. I saw a thing that
Percentage of what? Wendy's worth?
Yeah.
On. And who the court appoints?
Mm-hmm.
Or Wells Fargo? Like, that's crazy.
it is crazy.
No, I think it's court appointed.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, her sister said she had to take a class to be able to do it.
Oh, her sister?
Yeah.
Oh, because her sister wanted to do it. And they said, okay, you have to take a class.
Yeah.
So she took the class.
I don't know if she took the class or not, but she said all of a sudden the door shut down, and that was it. She never heard anything. She said she would take the class, and then everything got shut down.
All right, so Sabrina Morrissey, acting as Williams' temporary legal guardian, filed a lawsuit in the New York County Supreme Court against A&E, according to
that's
today.
A&E.
So Morrissey sued Lifetime for injunctive relief and requested a temporary restraining order in an effort to halt the Where is Wendy Williams from airing.
Well, it didn't work. You all saw it.
And I saw a thing that her net worth from last year to this year was at $20 million and now is at $500,000. But I'm thinking that they don't tell you, like, I think once your accounts get shut down, the people who figure out, like, celebrities' net worths can't see that information. So maybe now her net worth reads the $500,000 because that's all that's publicly available to find out.
Well, listen, when you look up someone's net worth, that's never right anyway. Everyone says that.
Right.
And I don't think that's public information. Your bank account's balance is not public information.
No, you can look up anybody.
I hope not too.
You'll be sending me chat.
Listen, you don't have to do that. Just subscribe. That'll help. Just subscribe.
Okay, so once the legal guardian was appointed, Wendy Williams did file a temporary restraining order against Wells Fargo, asking the court to reopen her frozen accounts. And according to Williams' filings to the court, the bank's move reportedly came after Williams' formal financial advisor claimed Williams was of unsound mind. So her financial advisor was the one who started the ball rolling.
Listen, the scene alone with her trying to get a vape was enough
God.
to tell me.
And Sean going in and out. I mean, come on.
Well, when you're stealing money from someone, you'll do that. However,
Oh,
I'm a smoker.
really?
If I was at the point where I was vaping, I'm not.
No, I'm not letting you vape. No. You tried.
I don't believe it.
No, it didn't work. No. Don't vape. Chemicals are bad.
Chemicals are bad. But if I am a vapor and someone brings me a vape, I'm smoking it. I'm not sending that bitch back in to get another vape.
She was running in and out of that store like a freaking idiot.
It was fucking ridiculous. And I'm sorry.
From the block and driving down the block.
I know you're extorting a lot of money from someone, Wendy Williams, but I can't let someone talk to me like that. Well, I shouldn't say that because I worked for someone who was just as fucking douchey.
I'm curious because I did not see episode 4 yet. So last I saw, she was in LA with Sean. They were sitting at the table waiting for the NBC Universal executives to show up. Did they ever show up?
Yes, they did have the meeting. She never heard from them. And it's interesting.
Did they air the meeting?
No.
No. Okay. I didn't think that they would.
And then there's Will saying, of course they never aired it. Like, it was a shit show.
But my question is, did it come out? How did Sean pay for the airfare ticket? Because Wendy had no access to any money.
Sean
paid for it.
I think
he must have.
I think she was trying to grapple away the management from the other guy.
Right. She's
I saw that. They're like,
yeah. Not that he was doing such a great job, but like I said, he was a Julie.
What are you managing? Like, what are you managing?
I don't know.
How fucking mess.
Yeah.
That's what you're managing.
Yeah, I don't know how he ever came into play or how the other girl came into play.
Was it that her husband was doing everything, and then when he divorced her?
Well, the people at the Wendy Williams show did a lot of her management. So once she wasn't working there anymore, she had
nothing.
She had nothing.
She didn't have, and her friend was in California.
Yes, her best.
So she didn't have anybody.
She didn't have anybody
in New Jersey or New York looking out for her because her family was in Florida.
Yeah.
Her friend was in California. She lost her show. Her husband left her. Her son moved to Florida.
Yeah. So it was just a perfect storm. But it was interesting because that publicist. No,
we don't know. But because the niece, do you see the reaction from the niece?
She was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not sitting here with her.
So right after the documentary came out, that publicist put out a social media post saying, Wendy wouldn't have wanted this. This shouldn't have been shown. This was exploitation. Exploitation? You would take Wendy Williams into a show with executives in the frame of mind that she was.
I know.
And that's not...
Right. She was saying that Wendy Williams thought that this documentary was about her comeback. And that's not what they're showing. And when she was doing the documentary and the cameraman would say to her, well, do you think Wendy's drunk? Does she drink? Should she be drinking? Like, why are you why? I've never seen her drunk. I think she's fine.
Yeah, she knows when to stop.
I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, come on. So it's just a very sad situation. The last that I heard was that she is in a rehabilitation facility, undisclosed location. She does talk to her sister, and supposedly via the sister and the family, she is doing much better and is going to try and get the conservatorship null and void.
Oh, that would be so good.
That would be
if her sister could take care of her.
Yeah. I think she's very focused on being famous and being on TV.
But she doesn't know any better.
No, and I think that and that's what the family was saying, that through this stay at this facility, they have been doing stuff for her cognitive well-being and the alcoholism, and that, she was in such a frame of mind that she had nothing else to try and accomplish besides getting back on TV and being famous. But now she's decided that her family is where she needs, that she needs to focus on herself and not use the scapegoat of trying to get back on TV to validate herself.
We've grown up in the area. You and I grew up in Brick. You grew up right outside of. We know Asbury Park. We know what it was.
Yeah.
We know what it is now. She grew up in Asbury Park.
Yeah.
A little girl growing up in Asbury Park when she did, becoming famous like she did.
Absolutely.
That's huge.
Yeah, huge.
And all of a sudden you're taking care of your family.
Yeah.
And
because that's what you do.
Right.
Listen.
Right.
When you're from Jersey, you die for your family is everything.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's right.
You're here for your family. You're there for your family. If one makes it, they all make it.
That's right.
That's a Jersey thing.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
So I think she's so hyper-focused on that I hope whatever facility she's in can make her see, you've done it. You've done it.
Good.
Your family's good.
Yeah.
Because every piece of her family in that documentary seemed like they're good. Her son, her nephew, her niece, her sister, her father.
I mean,
they're good.
Right. It could be an incorrect perception of mine, but none of them seemed like money girls.
No.
That they're truly interested in her as
the only money families were Will and Sean.
Yeah.
And actually, probably
Will's hard. Honest, I might be naive. I didn't even get that from Will. I got it from Sean.
Will's a car salesman. Will is a
car salesman.
Yeah.
That's what
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Jewelry salesman, but what I got from Will, he gave me that used car salesman guide. He's just a salesman.
Yeah.
So we will definitely keep Miss Williams.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Yeah.
In our thoughts of her.
How old is she? Do you know how old she is?
I don't know.
Oh, she's about. I feel like she's about our age.
She's got to be around it, right?
So I'll let you know.
And when I say our age, I mean Lori's and mine, because you're younger than us.
I'm going to be 50.
Okay, well, been there.
That's just
That.
That's just coming up quick.
59.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's about our age.
Yep. About our age. Yep. So
I'm going to stop counting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a number. It's just a number. It's a number.
So I'm hoping that, some of her dementia is...
Well, it's not reversible.
No.
This is a progressive disease.
Absolutely. But if some of it is caused due to overuse of alcohol, it can taper off a little bit if she sobers up, and so that would be my hope for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that whatever she has left on this earth, it just is peaceful for her.
Yeah.
That's what I pray for peace for everybody, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, not like world peace, but I mean like peace in people's souls.
For sure.
It's hard. Like,
Yeah. That's why every night when I do my prayers, I ask God to, be with people through their suffering, because everybody suffers. At some point, everybody suffers. And I think when you suffer, that's when you need God the most. So that's what I pray for other people.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
Do we have any other hot topics, or is that it?
don't think there was
Okay, so you have a quote for us then.
Okay.
In life, we do things. Some we wish we had never done. We wish we could replay 1,000,000 times in our heads, but they all make us who we are. And in the end, they shape every detail about us. So just live, make mistakes, have wonderful memories, but never ever second guess who you are, where you have been, and most importantly, where it is you're going.
Amen.
Amen.
Who see that?
I don't know. I just screenshotted it off of the internet.
Okay. Time.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and listening to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori. Well, that was like the quietest ending we ever had.
Because you guys keep saying goodnight. What if people listen to us during the day? So you know we record this at night?